everybody, welcome back. It's Haley with Liberty Bird Soaps. As you saw, I had just made a huge batch of soap, and I split it into two. I just finished one batch, and now I'm going to start the second batch. So here is the soap here. I am going to mix this up just a little bit because I didn't want it to set up too much when I was making the other soap, but now I just want to get it all mixed in. Alright, so this soap I currently am calling Day Rise, Sunrise, something along those lines. So what this soap is going to be, oh, I have to show you the mold, it's quite exciting. It's going to be made in here. Now this is just one of my 1-pound molds that I lined with freezer paper, and then I cut up cardboard to the size and put them in here. So as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different spots. 2 of these spots are going to be the natural soap color, so there's not going to be any color added. The other 3 are going to be colored with LabColors. It's going to be, I'll have to get the exact colors, but I think one's Countryside Red, one's Sunflower, and the other one is an orange. It definitely looks like pumpkin, depending on how much you put in, but they're all LabColors, and that's going to be in the rest of it. So I'm going to start by separating out my colors. Rough estimate on this, I'm not exactly sure how much soap I'm going to need for these little sections. But I don't want too much, but I don't want too little either. Woo! So there we have it, roughly the same. This here is going to be untouched, actually, I totally forgot to add my fragrance oil. This one is going to be scented. It's here, it's going to be scented with, it is a coconut fragrance oil with a red grapefruit essential oil. So that's in here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this to each of these. And I'm just going to stir that in with my spatula. That's flavorful. I can tell you that scent is like, it's just very strong right now. And I love the coconut, like a earthy scent with like that blast of a red grapefruit. Very fruity scent. So there is the essential oils in there. So now I can actually start with my color. So this here is going to be unscented, so I'm going to move it aside until I actually need it. So I'm using 3 LabColors. This is the lightest. It's a Sunflower. It's mixed with water. Then I'm going to be doing, this is the red. It is Countryside Red, also mixed in water. And then this is the last one. This is actually, it's very red, but I think it's a burnt orange. I'll have to get you the exact color, and I'll put a link down in the description. I'm going to take my pipette here. So there's not a lot of soap in these, so I don't think I'll need a lot. But I'm probably going to do 2 pipettes in each. Whoops. I'm going to need a new pipette now. So there's the first one. This burnt orange, I'm going to be doing a little bit more because I want it to be very different than that other one. 1, 2, 3. So that one there has 3 pipettes. And then we have the Countryside Red. So I'm going to set these colorants aside, and then I'm going to get to mixing up the soap. Alright, so I'm almost ready to pour here. So I just want to give you a little peek here. So I'm going to have to mix these in. So these are my colors. I'm going to start here with this one. This is the Sunflower. I totally took my gloves off. Oh, here they are. Alright, so I'm going to start here with the Sunflower. So that is in there, if you can see. It is a little bit of lab color mixed in with my soap batter. So this, I'm thinking, may be easier with my spoon. And I think I'll need more color, but it's a start. So there is Sunflower Orange. I don't know how well you can see it in my red cup. The next one, this is the red, is going to be the Countryside Orange is what I'm going to call it right now, but I don't actually know the exact color, but that's in there. Mixed this up. I think this looks like pumpkin when I mix it up, and I think you may see it too, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see it when it's in this red cup. So there is the Countryside Orange. That's what I'm calling it at this point. It's probably called something else. And then this is actually Countryside Red. So this is the last one I'm going to be mixing. I love this red. Check it out. Check out the red. You guys won't see it, but I promise it'll make sense. So, I think I'm going to just have to start pouring here. So, one of these big sides, I have 2 big sides and 3 little. I think it's going to be regular, color, color, regular, color. So, I'm going to pour a little bit in here. This uncolored soap has actually been sitting here for a little while, so I'm just going to stir it up. Now this soap here is scented. It's coconut fragrance oil with red grapefruit essential oil. So it's a mix between the two, and I have to say it is a lovely smelling. Oops. So I'm going to put in a little there, and then this one. So tap those down a little bit. So that is, I haven't filled it to the top, so I'm going to have to come back to that color. But I am going to start with the next two. Which one do I want the most of? Or maybe I have the most of. I think I'm going to do this burnt orange, pumpkin orange, however you want to call it. The exact color will be in the description of my YouTube video. So there's that. Do have some spillage happening, but I am okay with it. I'm going to put this sunflower orange in this spot here. So this is going to be next to a regular soap as well as the red that we're going to put in next. So Countryside Red is going to go into this little slot here. Oops. My soap is a little thick, so it kind of spilled over there. Going to just try and keep them separate as possible here, but it'll give it character in the end. So I'm going to tip it up here so you guys can kind of see what's happening. Regular soap, the light orange here, the red here, regular soap, and then the dark orange over here. So right now that's what it looks like. I'm going to continue to fill these up until they are full. Should take all the soap, but you never quite know sometimes. Alright, we are almost done here, so I'm going to scrape down all of these containers to see how much I have left. Because I think I'll have a little bit extra of all the colors. The one that I'm worried about actually is my natural soap color. I'm not sure if we're going to have... So I'm going to have to fill the rest of these up to roughly the place where the natural soap is. I have way less natural soap than these other ones left. So there we have it. I'm going to do something with these extras after. But what I have to do now is I have to pull out these center ones. Oh, so carefully. Oops. Now they do have a lot of soap on them, so I'm going to try and keep them in something that I can grab that soap off. I'm going to scrape this soap into, well actually I'm going to do the swirl first and then I'll scrape that soap in to where I think it needs to go. Alright, what am I going to use as my, I think I'm going to use this. So now I've taken out the cardboard inserts. So I've taken out the cardboard inserts. I'm not sure how well you can see that. But I'm going to take this now. And I'm going to swirl the colors together. And I want to try and get the swirl all the way through the soap. First part of the swirl, I'm not sure how well. I might have just been totally in front of the camera the whole time. So I'm going to try some more swirls here. Because although the top might not look beautiful, it's alright because I'm going to put this extra soap I have on. Because once I pulled out the cardboard inserts, the soap definitely went downhill. In terms of it sunk into the... sunk on into my mold here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my leftover colorants and all the soap that were actually on these, which is a whole bunch, and I'm going to scrape it on in. So now I'm just going to try and get this evened out here. I'm not sure if you get the sunrise or sunset. I want to call it daybreak because I think it reminds me of the day, but I wonder if this means that it's going to be a rainy day, because what is it? Sailor, red sky at night, sailor delight, red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. So we might be having a bad omen here with this soap. Last bits of the color here all going in. Next time I make this soap, I'm going to try and find thinner cardboard that will hold up to the divides but won't sink in so much, because that was a lot of soap that I just had to put in there. That was left over, and now as you can see, my mold is full. Now that it's all put together, the top of this loaf is not the most beautiful, but I think the inside is going to look fabulous in the end, and it smells amazing, and that's about it. So that's the second batch I made today. Beautiful, fabulous, wonderful. Okay, so I started cutting this one. It smells amazing. This one has the essential oil. That's actually a lie. This is actually the coconut champagne one. So this one smells amazing. Just gonna cut it here. Make sure I'm in frame. So this one's called Daybreak, and this end, I did a swirl while I was doing it. So this end I think is going to be the more orange end, and I think the other end is going to be a more of a natural soap color. But look at the, I believe it's the Countryside Red has turned this beautiful like maroon color, which I think the morning sometimes looks like. Look at that side. Ooh. That one has a lot of the red in it. Back this up a little bit. Oops, sorry. That one has a lot of the red in it. Each of these is definitely going to be a little bit different because of the swirl that I did. Although it started in lines, I did swirl it so that it was more of a curved diagonal swirl than a straight on swirl. And then I had to use the extra soap to fill in the top. So look at how beautiful that is. So in these ones, the red definitely came through along with the orange and a little hints of the natural soap color. The interesting thing is I used more natural soap color in these than anything. Peachy, 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 peachy. Ooh, I feel like this last one gives me the best of showing all the colors. So it has lots of natural soap, has the red, the light orange, and then the darker pumpkin color orange. And then there's this one. And it's really funny because I cut the end off of this one, and if you look, That's like almost completely white. Alright guys, catch you later.